Welcome back, everyone, to another jam-packed episode here of Up in the Air. I'm Mike Susko.
And I'm Kasey Rigner.
Well, Kasey, this past week we have experienced Penn State's second win of the season, so for two. Maybe we'll be three this week, who knows? But we had some rain to deal with, unfortunately.
I don't know about all you curly-haired people out there, but we do not like the heat and humidity. I'll take the rain any day over that. The only thing that stinks is walking to class. It's a bit of a buzzkill. Not the class part, but the rain.
I can tell you, as someone who used to have curly hair, we don't like the humidity.
Still a little curly, still some curls.
Just a bit. Well, we have some features for you tonight. We have information about satellites, permafrost, and glacier retreat, as well as Logan Westrope on the climate wall. But first, here's Update in the Air.
The lower glacier in Canada's Kluane National Park has suffered from the summer heat. Throughout a short 4-day period in July, satellites captured loads of snow melting from the glacier from the previous winter. NASA released these photos of the frozen water in light blue and melted water in dark blue, showing just how much snow melted from July 22nd to July 26th under unusually high temperatures of 84 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 17 degrees higher than average for this area. Water from the melted snow collected in a 25 square mile slushy lake known as a snow swamp. Merely 2 weeks later, this water completely evaporated. Melting snow isn't good for glaciers because the light snowy surface reflects sunlight back into space. Without this snow, the darker ice absorbs the heat, which in turn promotes more rapid glacier retreat. California's Shasta Trinity National Forest was burning out of control last Wednesday after traveling through 58 square miles of timber and brush. The roaring wildfire shut down a portion of Interstate 5 near the California-Oregon border as it burst in size. Crews of people on Saturday scrambled to prevent flames from reaching the rural communities. The sky was so dense with smoke due to cloud coverage preventing circulation that aircraft that was to drop water and retardant was temporarily prohibited due to the low visibility for pilots. Because of this, firefighters had to work twice as hard on the ground in rugged terrain and excruciating temperatures. The fire destroyed thousands of trees that could fall onto the highway that traversed the entire west coast from Mexico to Canada. Interstate 5 became a ghost road after the fire turned hills on either side into walls of flame. Antarctica, the most desolate and inhospitable place on Earth. Its remoteness makes it difficult for scientists to study the oscillations of ice and water levels. Researchers just announced the release of a new high-resolution model of the continent called the Reference Elevation Model of Antarctica, or REMA for short, which is said to make Antarctica the best mapped continent on Earth. Due to the warming climate, seasonal changes are becoming more severe, so the need to understand the loss of ice is crucial. Previous maps had the capability similar to seeing the hole in Central Park. Now, the new data allows us to see down to the size of a car. The data is so precise that scientists now know the height of every feature on the continent down to a feet. How amazing is that? Dr. Ian Howitt, the project's principal investigator and professor of earth sciences at Ohio State University, said, "If you're someone that needs glasses to see, it's a bit like almost being blind and putting on glasses for the first time and seeing 2020.
National Ocean Recreation Welcome back to the show.
We now have a feature on how storms are being named other than tropical cyclones and hurricanes by Vivian Rennie and Ryan Schultz.
Hugo.
Welcome back to the show. So, Kasey, we've been stuck in a humid, wet pattern the last couple of weeks, keep flipping back and forth between the two. I don't know about you, I'm ready for fall and for those leaves to finally change over.
Me too. Fall is my favorite season. We're in Pennsylvania. We have the beautiful mountains. I'm ready for the leaves to change colors and the holiday season to start.
All right, well, let's see if those fall leaves are about to change. Logan Westrope is at the climb wall. Logan, are we going to continue to see this wet pattern, or are we finally going to get a taste of fall?
You know, Mike, over the first week of September, actually, we saw some dry and hot weather, but I think that we might...
Well, as long as it's not during Saturday and during the football game, I'll be good. But unfortunately, Kasey, it does look like we're going to have to wait a little longer for those fall leaves to turn over.
That's okay.
All right, that's all we have time for this week. I'm Mike Susko.
And I'm Kasey Rigner.
We'll see you next time, Up in the Air.